Hi guys, today I will be showing you how to play NOOB effectively. He got a bit of a change in the Friday the 13th update, and I haven't seen any recent videos made about NOOB, so I'm making my own. By the end of this video, I hope that you will be able to see how good of a survivor NOOB is, and maybe you will play it more. Without further ado, let's get started. So, NOOB is one of the 3 free survivors given to every player when they first start Forsaken, so he's free to obtain. Next up, we have the basics of NOOB. NOOB is in the survival classification of Survivalist. He's one of the 2 only survivalists in Forsaken currently, with the other one being 007N7. NOOB has the basic survivor stats and has 100 health. So, quick summary of his abilities. I'll also mention, before we start the abilities, that while NOOB is using his abilities, there's usually like a 2-second window where he's unable to sprint and has reduced movement speed. So just keep that in mind. Bloxy Cola, NOOB's first ability. NOOB drinks a Bloxy Cola. It's important to know it's not the same Bloxy Cola as the ones around the map. NOOB's Bloxy Cola ability gives him speed 1 for 10 seconds, as opposed to the item Bloxy Cola, which gives speed 2 for 10 seconds. When activated, NOOB goes through an animation where he takes out, opens, and drinks a Bloxy Cola. This animation takes about 2 seconds, during which NOOB is unable to sprint, and has a cooldown of about 50 seconds. And in the recent update, there is no charge requirement for it, so it can be used indefinitely, just with the cooldown. Next up, we have his Slate Skin Potion. NOOB drinks a Slate Skin Potion, which gives him the status of effective Slate Skin 2 for 6 seconds. Slate Skin effect is unique and is only currently obtainable from this ability. As of now, it gives NOOB an overheal factor of about 75-ish health, and gives him something similar to slowness. All of these effects are lost when either enough damage is dealt to force NOOB out of his overheal, or the effect runs out naturally. NOOB can also forcefully end this ability, which just cancels it immediately. If the ability ends naturally, NOOB will get a speed boost of speed 2 for 10 seconds, but if he cancels it, if you decide to end the ability early, then you will get speed 1 for 2 seconds. So, upon activation, NOOB takes out and drinks a Slate Skin Potion. The animation takes about 2 seconds, during which NOOB is unable to sprint and has his movement speed reduced by 40%. And the Slate Skin Potion has a cooldown of 55 seconds, but in the recent update, like Bloxy Cola, no longer has a charge requirement. Next up, we have Ghost Burger. NOOB eats a Ghost Burger, giving him Invisibility 3 and Undetectable 1 for 10 seconds. Upon activation, NOOB takes out a Ghost Burger and takes a bite. The animation takes the same amount, 2 seconds, during which NOOB is unable to sprint, and has a cooldown of 45 seconds. So now I want to go over the best application for each of these abilities. So for the Bloxy Cola, basically just treat it and use it like it's a normal Bloxy Cola, except it gives you 1 less level of speed. Use it at the start of a chase, but only if the killer is a distance away. If he's right next to you, you should not be using this. He'll get free hits on you. Just try to break line of sight and then use it. It's probably a better option. For the Slate Skin Potion, I think this is NOOB's best ability. I use it in 2 different ways. So first, you can use it while you're in a chase. If you have some distance on the killer, but you're running low on stamina, you can use the Slate Skin Potion to tank some hits, about 2 to 3 depending on the killer. But while you're using the Slate Skin Potion, there's about an 8-second window where you can regenerate stamina. 2 seconds during the animation, and then the 6 seconds of the actual ability duration itself. And at the end, you should have close to max stamina, if not max stamina. And then you can take advantage of the 2 seconds of speed 2, and then reposition and gain some distance from the killer again. There's also a chance that the killer may target another survivor, if there are other survivors. So, if this happens, just cancel the ability early, get the speed 1, and run, because you want to maximize the distraction. But you can also use this to direct attention to you if a teammate is getting hit by the killer. So do note that you do have to be pretty close to the killer because of the speed debuff that you get. And they might just ignore you. And if this happens, just end the ability early and run again. But you can actually time this right. Jason users, they do love to use their Gashing Wound, and this can tank all the damage from Gashing Wound. So this is actually really useful if you can time it correctly. Just remember, if it ends naturally, you get speed 2 for 2 seconds, but if it doesn't and you cancel it early, you get speed 1 for 2 seconds. So for Ghost Burger, I use this ability in 3 situations. First, the killer is chasing another survivor, but is still in the area, so you want to kind of sneak around you break line of sight, if there is any. You take a bite of your Ghost Burger, and then you go to an optimal spot. Just reposition, basically. Second, you can also use this ability if you're about to fix a generator. I would argue that using a generator leaves you in the most vulnerable position in Forsaken, so you should do anything in your power to prevent the killer from taking advantage of this. Though it doesn't give you full invisibility, a Ghost Burger does make you pretty hard to see, so killers might not notice you on the generator. Or if they do see you, they might just go for another survivor that's easier to land their hits on because they can fully see them. Third is just using them on killers' minions. Cool Kid and 1x, 1x, 1x1 have minions. However, thanks to the Ghost Burger's undetectable effects, they will not target you while under the effects of this ability. This is very useful as these killers do rely on their minions to apply additional pressure, so this just kind of frees up stress. Last but probably one of the most important things to know, how to win last man standing as Noob. So first off, you know all the stuff about stamina management that you see in other Forsaken videos? Just use that. Stamina management is crucial in chases, and last man standing is literally 1 minute and 15 seconds of chasing. No teammates to bail you out, just you and your abilities. So first off, I do want to mention as well, Ghost Burger is basically useless in last man standing. It gives minimal advantage, just being not visible when the killer is literally trying to target you. You know, he's probably still going to notice you, so it's not even worth it. And not being able to sprint for 2 seconds can be fatal. So, LMS just started. You know where the killer is, but he also knows where you are. The killer is like across the map. Kind of wait for him to get a bit closer to you, about halfway. Use your Bloxy Cola, and then try to like do a little loop around them and get to the other side of the map. So the purpose of you waiting is so that you can know what the killer is kind of doing, and so that the highlight can go away so that they can't see you with the highlight. For the Sleep Potion, this is basically a bailout. If you're close to 0 stamina, the killer is relatively close, use this, and as I told you before, you can regenerate stamina very easily. The killer catches up to you while you're still in the activation animation. Do a little bit of like turning and minimal juking. Your walk speed is going to be really slow, but you can just try, because some killers think that you're going to go a certain way and they start like swaying their M1s in a different direction. It's confusing, but you know, anything to avoid those hits. So if they do use some sort of special ability, you should be able to tank it. You can try to end the ability, force end the ability in the middle of the M1 attacks. Each of their M1 attacks usually have like a 1.5 second to 2 second if you're playing John Doe, or if they're playing John Doe rather, cooldown, and you could try to end the ability in the middle of the M1 so that you can run away. It's risky, but it's all about risk and reward for LMS. You could also use it at the end of Last Man Standing if you want to taunt the killer or something. So basically that's it. Let me know if I missed anything down in the comments. Also let me know if you will use Noob more after seeing this video. I made Noob because I really enjoy his gameplay. I know that other people might not agree with it, but I find it very enjoyable. It's my first time doing a video of this style, you know, the voiceover type thing. If it does go well, I will try to make more of these for the rest of the survivors. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys later.